Okay, now that we have done that and we have copied the heart, we're going to go back to Photoshop, and I want it in between here, and I also want it behind these borders. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom. We're going to go right there towards layer like I told you before. We're going to paste. Now it's a little big, so we're going to have to resize it. We're going to click Control T, move it over so we can resize it. I'm going to click the top button, click Apply, and just like that, we got a nice little heart in the middle. Now the basics is pretty much done. The only things left that's really to do is just add some decorations, if you wanted to add some things to it. For it to be a birthday theme, sometimes I would add like balloons maybe. So we can add probably a couple of balloons. So I'm just going to type balloons, colorful balloons, whichever way you want to type it. Go over here to images. And these balloons will work pretty good. I'm going to copy image. Well, it looks like this doesn't want to copy, so I can show you a different copy tool. You go to all the way to the top right hand of your keyboard, and you're going to see a button that says Print Screen. So that's what you're going to press. You're going to go back. And I'm going to start a new image for this, so I'm going to click New. And the attributes are already the size of what you just copied, so we're just going to click OK. We're going to click Paste. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Now this is called the polygonal lasso tool. That's how you pronounce it. You're going to click right here, and if that's not the one that it was, you need to go over here and go to the second one. If that's not what was selected, there's the lasso tool, but this is the one that we're using. Now all you have to do is just trace the edges, just like this. Try and do it as neatly as possible. And if they're not neat, then we can just fix it up later. Just going all around. The middle, we're going to have to reconstruct that. And now it's going to be just like this when you have finished and did it in a complete circle. So you're going to do Control Copy, Control C. Then we're going to go back over to the top to our other one. And I think I'm going to say that I want it probably around here in this area. So I'm going to go up to where the pictures was, which of Nicki Minaj, which would be right here. And then I'm just going to Control Paste. Control Paste and paste the balloons. Now I'm just going to maneuver it, Control T, move it down, Pretty much just move it to where you want to move it. And I think I'm going to move one towards the bottom and one at the top. So I'm going to move it over here just like that. And click apply. Now we're going to do the control plus zoom in so we can fix the middle because there are a couple of spots still there. So we're going to go back to this tool and just basically just cut out the white parts in the middle. I probably could have done the edges a little bit neater. I was kind of rushing a little bit. But, if you take your time, they usually do come out neat. So I'm just going to touch them up a little bit. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to duplicate this layer. Right click, duplicate, and zoom back out so we can see. Press OK, and we're going to zoom back out. Now that it's duplicated, we're going to move it over. We're going to move this layer right here, layer 7 copy. We're going to move it down so it can be behind this picture and won't be covering it up. So we're going to move it down just like this. And then it should be right over there. Going to control plus zoom in so we can take out this white part. And zoom back out. Now this is pretty much almost the finished product. I'm going to resize a couple things that I wanted to be changed, like the Nicki Minaj. I want to make that a little bit more bolder, so I'm going to definitely change the colors because I want to try something a little bit different, maybe try a gradient. So I'm going to go to a gradient overlay. I'm going to click gradient overlay right here. And you see it will change the color. Double click the colors right here. And just, try out different things to see if there's any colors that really pop out to me. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to click OK. And I'm also going to change the stroke. I'm going to change the stroke back to black. I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to also make the stroke a little bit bigger. Turn it up to about 16. Alright, now that I've done that, we're just going to move it. Click the move button, Control T, so you can make it a little slightly bit bigger. Control T. I'm sorry, my keyboard was acting a little bit crazy for a second. Control T. And now we're just going to move it over a little bit. Okay, we're going to click apply. Alright, and just like that, this should be about finished. I'm gonna put a presentation about who's presenting it at the top, and I'm just gonna say that I'm presenting it. Bring it down a couple notches. Presented by Forever Bag, and we're gonna change this text. And when the text bar disappears, you just click this right here, and it'll come back up. Go to Franklin Felix titling, what we were using earlier. I'm gonna change it to a 6. I'm gonna change it again to a 3. And change it again to a 4. Just got to keep playing around with it until you find the right one. Then just move it down a little bit. And this is officially the finished product. I'm going to go ahead and save it and then open it up so you guys can see. Save this Mickey Minaj. Now we're going to go to Photoshop so we can open both and you can see both. Now this is the flyer that I designed. I think I designed it in December. So this is the flyer that I was somewhat copying, trying to give you an idea. And I completely freestyled this, so none of this was pre-planned. All of this was freestyle. And this is the finished product of the new flyer. Of course, there are differences, there are size differences, picture differences, design differences. But everything that you do, of course, it's going to be different. It's not all going to be the same. But this is the finished product from here to this, which is a new one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a lot. Don't feel free to inbox me and subscribe to me, comment, let me know anything else that you want to learn. I would be more than happy to do you another tutorial. So this is all for today, and I hope you guys will tune in to me soon, alright? Goodbye.